Good morning. It's Christmas, almost. Yippee. And you know what that means. The new players are gonna be coming from there. It's crazy. So, if you're watching this means that you're new. And I've been playing the game for a while, so here's a few tips that I learned that you can use. The first one is branching. Now, branching is very simple when you get the hang of it, but like, you always gotta wanna look at, like, exactly where you are, and then like, just look where you wanna go, and just swing your arms there. There's not really much to do. It's easier than it looks. Also, another thing you can do, like, when you're branching, you can, like, run, and you don't have to, like, lose all your momentum by going like this and then pulling yourself over. You can, like, sometimes go, like, if you're going fast enough, then you can, like, leap, and then you can pull your arm around like this, and, like, make a C, and this is just a very good thing to do whenever you're jumping, even from branch to branch. It helps you home in on where, like, you're going. That's why in some montages you'll see people like going like this. That's a good spot where you can use it. Another thing you can do is what you'll want to do is you'll want to like grab it and then push down. So like over here, like, what you gotta do is you gotta grab onto the wall and then fling it down, and you can do that over and over again, and that's pinch climbing. Then another thing you can do here is the double. So what you can do on the double walls is you can hit back and forth from side to side, but what you want to do is you want to, like, push down. You want to push down like this, like against the wall, so it'll be like this, and then you push off. Now, unnaturally, your hand will stick to, like, the wall for a few seconds. I'm gonna see if I can show you. See, so you don't need to go too fast. Yeah. Then another thing you can do is jukes. Now, there's a few basic jukes that you can do, and one of them is right here. This is the slide, and now there are multiple jukes that you can do here. So one of them is this, and this one is pretty simple. So what you want to do, you want to take your hand like this, and then so it's on the other side, and then you gotta swing like so, but your hand kind of stays in place. Very useful, except it's kind of overused. You can also do it the other way. Again, pretty basic when you get the hang of it. Yeah. And then I am here at this. Now this is these poles. You can do a really fun thing. You can, where it's just grabbing and then rotating yourself. Except this hand, like right here, it's gotta stay here. Like you're giving it a hug, and then like you just gotta like rotate yourself around it. Pretty hard. It's not the easiest thing to do, but something you can do. Then another one you can do. This one's very hard. You gotta hit it up here, and then you can pull yourself up. I don't know if you saw like the last part, but like here. And then you can sometimes pull yourself up. If you even launch like away, that's fine. And then a thing you can do here is right here. You can do a pinch climb here. And then what you can do is you can pinch climb up here. And then you can jump to this branch. This is a very good way to get up onto this platform, because when you're here you can just go like this and then you're up here. Now, some of you may be walking all like really like maybe walking like by jumping like really high in the air like this, and that is a terrible way to do things, because it's slow and it's, while it's easy, it's just not a very efficient way. So a thing you can do is you can go like this, and it's like pushing yourself along here. So what you can do is you can push yourself along here like this, and this is a very good way to do things. It's very like rather fast. Then there's a slightly faster way. It's called funny running. Maybe you've heard of it. And what funny running is just go like this. It's like you make like a W shape. Then you just back and forth like really fast. Now you can note that funny running is pretty draining. It's like kind of. Then there's one faster way. It's my way. And then what I like to do is kind of like roll my arms over each other and like can't really see it. It's just like making this sort of shape really fast. And if you're doing it right, it'll look like this. And it's very quick. And then there's the basics of scaling. Now scaling is pretty, like this is a good spot where I'm right now. It's this. This is a very good spot for scaling. What to do is you gotta push up here, then you gotta jump to this branch, push out from here, and then you gotta jump from here to here, and then you gotta pull yourself up. And if you're doing it right, it should look like this. There's a flat line technique, like where you go like up in a straight line like this. It's harder to do when you're a normal monkey. I wouldn't recommend doing it. It's pretty hard. And then we can address the pillar behind me. This thing is quite special. So what you can do here, there's a gap, and I do not know how many times this messed me up, but then you can just keep on going up here, and then you're here. So then you can keep on going to this bridge, or you can attempt to jump from panel to panel. Don't be worried about like falling when you're over here. There's this board. This is the report board. If anybody's being mean, you can report them. And then we come upon this. This is the treehouse. Now the treehouse is rather simple to accomplish. It's pretty hard to do with one hand, so I'm not looking at it. So is you gotta, like, you can go up like this, or you can one hand after the other. Just then you're in here. Hello, Fred. That's all for today. Comment if you need more in-depth, and I'll make a video on it. Probably. If you want like a more in-depth tutorial, because I've played this game for longer than I'd like to admit. And yeah, that's it. That's all for today's video. See ya.